Hey guys, so today has been a pretty big day for Club Nintendo. Finally, Club Nintendo has given us their final rewards update, and they definitely have provided us with a large quantity of updates. In terms of quality, I would say it's iffy, but in terms of quantity, my god, there's a lot of stuff here. There's over 100 items they have added in total, so yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Unfortunately, the website is down right now, so you can't actually get the stuff yet, but hey, now that I'm giving you the information you need, hopefully you can make an informed decision when this server does in fact come back up. I'm not going to say each individual item, but I will overall, summarize the page for you, maybe give you some of my opinions. So let's begin here. This is the first page. This is going to be your physical rewards. This will be the only page that actually has physical rewards, so yeah, bear in mind that. Overall, I've never been a big fan of posters because although they look cool, I want something that's more of an interactive experience. So yeah, overall, there's some pretty cool stuff here. My favorite thing I see here, remember guys, I don't like posters, is either the jigsaw puzzle, this or this. These are my top three. So yeah, these are all the physical rewards. Overall, I would say they're decent. Unfortunately, although this page is pretty cool, there's nothing that you must have right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no can't miss item here. There's some cool stuff, but in my opinion, there's nothing you really can't miss. So let's keep going on here. We're going to start at the Wii U Virtual Console games. Yes, the fact that the Wii U and the Wii Virtual Console is a separate section is frustrating. It's a pretty frustrating concept all of its own, but we're going to look past that. Overall, there's some decent games here. They're all very cheap. These are the really early games. These are all the 80s games and the NES and the SNES and stuff like that. Look pretty cool. Let's keep going on here. And now we have some more Wii U. This is a little bit later, more of the 90s stuff. It's more of the SNES section. You also have a few actual Wii U games down here. You actually have the Wonderful 101, Wii Fit U, NEX Remix, and Wii U Dr. Luigi. So yeah, you do have a few actual full-fledged games. Unfortunately, these games are not really can't-miss games either. Unfortunately, like the rest of this list, there's nothing on here that you can't miss, and you gotta have now. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing exclusive. Before I move on, guys, just a quick note I gotta make. On the next page, there's actually a few more, featured non-virtual console Wii U games. You have Game of Wario and Wii U Party. So sorry about that. They put them on separate pages, so yeah, I just assumed they were all virtual console, but it turns out there is a few more Wii U games, so I just wanted to include them now. So now let's continue. So let's keep going on. Now you have the Wii games. Surprisingly, most of these games on the Wii Virtual Console take place in the late SNES era to more of the N64 era, so more of the 90s. So although the Wii is an older console than the Wii U, for some reason the Wii games are more powerful, the virtual console games, and take place further in the future. That's kind of backwards thinking in my opinion, but hey, I'm going to stop talking about that, that backwards thinking, and we'll just get to the actual games. You have some pretty big classics here from Super Mario 64, Super Metroid, you got Punch-Out!, you got some pretty good games in here, so set aside the fact that this is an older console, there are some pretty quality games here, but nothing you can't miss. Now, guys, we're going to keep going on here. Some more Wii games. You got Smash. Smash is a great game. 250 coins. That's a great deal. If you're me, I would buy that game. I would buy Majora's Mask. Another quality game. Now we're going to move on to the 3DS games. Obviously, the 3DS is a different, really has a different architecture and is much weaker. So I'm not surprised to see more of a simplistic. I believe these are all Game Boy games on here. So yeah, not too surprised here. Nothing here is can't miss. Now we have some more 3DS games. All of these games are really still for the Virtual Console, but they are definitely more classic and a little bit more powerful. Like The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, that's more of a Game Boy Color game. Kid Icarus, The Legend of Zelda, that's more of a... Those games are definitely more powerful than the first page, but still, they're mostly classic games from the 80s and 90s. So, for the last page, guys, this is by far probably my favorite page. You actually did try something new and try to give you pretty good value. So let's go on to that last page. This is what I'm talking about. All these games are relatively newer games. Some of these are actually full-feature releases from Super Mario Bros. 2 to Super Mario 3D World, Star Fox 64 3D, Donkey Kong Country 3D, Paper Mario, and Kid Icarus Uprising. I gotta be honest with you, that's actually a pretty decent selection. Kid Icarus Uprising is a fantastic game. It's a masterpiece in my opinion, the best game on the console. It has a very unique, gameplay. Actually has a pretty good story, which is not, for a 3DS game made by Nintendo, a good story, quality voice acting. actual innovation in terms of Nintendo games, I mean, what more can you ask for? I would recommend this game over anything here. I mean, if there's any game you're going to buy, Icarus Uprising, I'm saying if you don't have it yet, is the game you should get. So overall, guys, not a bad list here. Nothing you can't miss, unfortunately. I really wish I kind of gave us a really cool thing. Remember when they gave us the gold nunchuck a few years ago? That was a can't miss item. That's something I really want. All of these items really failed to provide me with any terms of interaction other than, a few minutes of interaction or just interest. That's my real issue with this stuff. The nunchuck, right? You use it with your Wii remote. You can use it every single day. You use it when you play Wii games. You use it when you play Wii U games. You understand the type of interaction the nunchuck gives is more interaction than all of these items you see here combined. And that's why I'm a little annoyed. Nothing here is really revolutionary, really cool, but there are some decent stuff. Compared to what we've been seeing in the past year in terms of rewards, this is much better than what we've seen. But overall, this is why Club Nintendo is ending. People like physical gifts. Nintendo, they know. We all know Nintendo is doing pretty bad right now, so they just can't afford to provide us with quality physical gifts. So I'm actually happy, instead of stalling, instead of trying to give us cool stuff, occasionally, they're just accepting that this is no longer a profitable strategy. They're doing the right thing and ending while they still have some dignity in the service, So that's my final opinion on the service. Decent stuff here, but not enough good stuff. That's why it's closing. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you and bye.